Hi YouTube. So I'm gonna be basically telling you my epileptic story. Um, I don't think I ever told you guys the full story on how all of my seizures happened. Um, so in the year of 2011, I was in my second year of college. I was in my early teens, late teens, early 20s, and I was in college at the time and just basically doing a lot of stuff. This was around Thanksgiving time, and my college was doing so much things for I believe it was Thanksgiving or some huge event or something. And at the time I was focusing on my studies and helping others and setting up and helping people set up for the event and everything. And apparently something happened where I ended up having a focal point seizure. A focal point seizure is when one part of your body shuts down and you're nothing but shaking. It's like a seizure. And ever since then, um, after that seizure happened, I I was rushed to the emergency room on that same day, and they said that you definitely have seizures. So when I got discharged, I was put on some medication, not a whole lot, and then a few years later, or a few months later to a year, it kind of slowed down, meaning it kind of died down, the seizures, until after I finished that school year. Around Christmas time, it started back up again, and this time I've noticed it changed, and it started gradually moving from focal point to grand mal seizures. And grand mal seizures is when your full body shakes. Apparently something changed dramatically, and it just changed so much to the point where now I'm I was getting grand mal seizures where my arms and legs are shaking like it's like having a seizure. And and then and then that's been and then and that's just my regular pattern now is grand mal seizures. And it's a different type of grand mal seizure. It's not one of those ones where your eyes are closed and then you wake up to where you don't even know where you are or you don't know your name or anything. My eyes are completely open, but my brain is shut down. And I'm still in the grand mal seizure. And then but it would never stop when it changed. When it changed, it never stopped. It just kept going and going and going. So when I went to the hospital for those seizures, um, one of the doctors at one of these at one of the hospitals in my past that I went to have announced and it pronounced me as epilepsy. And ever since then, I've gone to different doctors for my epilepsy. They even told my mom to start preparing me to be known as epilepsy. Um, my epilepsy is very hard. It's very difficult. It is one of those, I have one of those epileptic seizures where I'm not fully understanding what I'm doing. Um, and on top of that, living through that is more difficult. I'm fighting almost every day to control them. I till this day, I still don't know the cause of these events. All I know is that I'm still getting more and more seizures every day. The last seizure I've had was was probably around November. The end of November, close to the end of November, was the last time I suffered a seizure. Um, my seizures are very dangerous. They are. And I have to go to the hospital even if I don't hit my head or I don't fall to the ground like most people when they start to have seizures. Me, if I'm sitting, you just have to catch me because I will slide off the chair. Because of how much I shake. So it's very difficult, but I'm 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 24 now, and I'm trying to live through the seizures, live through epilepsy, and just trying to reconnect myself and relearn things. Um, I don't remember that much, apparently, and with me and epilepsy, it's very hard because, you know, I'm this young person in the world, and it's like I have to be constantly with someone, you know, someone that I know, someone that can help me with my seizures, or in this case, epilepsy. Um, I constantly have to go in and out of the emergency rooms. I don't know what the cause for my seizures. I don't know what's the cause of my epilepsy. Um, no one doesn't know. Everyone's saying that it's my nervous system. Some people are saying that it's somewhere else. Um, but I'm just here to, tell you all um, that I am really struggling through all these seizures. Um, just please, please, just bear with me and just help me guide myself. And just, it's very hard to live with seizures. It's really hard because you have to live by, um, your brain is living in a different way, and it's very hard. And, you know, it's kind of very difficult. You know, epilepsy or seizures, if you have it, one of my tips or advice for someone else who is living with epilepsy or seizures is just keep fighting. There's always um, there's always an end. You know, one don't give up. Keep fighting, and maybe somehow it'll, you know, grow out or whatever, you know. But um don't ever stop believing that it can go away. It can. Um I'm still fighting every single day, no matter if my seizures are small, huge, or just a minute short, you know, or having miniature seizures, you know. I'm still fighting through over and over and everything, and that's my epilepsy story. So hopefully soon I can talk to you guys on how to help people with seizures and epilepsy and what's the steps. I can, you know, talk. I'll be making a video about that soon. So just bear with me and support me and love me. And if you want to add me on Facebook, you can. If you want to follow me, you can. Just support me and fight with me. Love you all. Bye.